part of the Youth Arts Centre, we have been for the past 4 years connected with the National Theatre in a programme called Connections, and it is the biggest youth festival in the world, which is wonderful, and involves a lot of varying backgrounds of dance schools, drama schools, youth clubs, town halls and things from all around Britain, where it's involved from ages 13 up to 19. And every year the National Theatre commission 10 new plays specifically for young people, which is wonderful because there's not that many plays out there specifically for them, so it's great. And we've managed to get in. This is our 4th year again. We've been accepted on, which is fantastic. And we're underway with our rehearsals for a play called Variations by Katie Hims. And
you have somebody with you in the studio. Just introduce him.
Yes, so this is Laith, who is playing one of our leading roles as Dan. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that.
I can do, yeah. Dan's the brother of the main character, Alice, and he's very boisterous. He's a good brother. He's a good guy, but he's sort of very into his own eating and his own habits. Not particularly responsible until it comes down to it. But he's a good sibling, and he looks after Alice very well, I think. Yeah.
Laith has the challenge of we've kind of gone down a slightly stereotypical kind of teenage boy where he's never away from a bowl of food. So he's eating Cocoa Pops
the whole time. Yeah.
I'd say adult boys.
Yeah, true. I've a big belly for me, I tell you.
That's dinner when we do
the play. As Laith mentioned with Alice, it's the nice thing is that all of these plays are really trying to focus on things that are relevant, and it can be from very kind of real hard-hitting things to a bit more light-hearted. And Katie's done a really lovely job with this play, and it basically follows Alice, and it stems around that idea of what if I didn't have a brother and I had a sister instead, or I would have rather had this person than this person, and maybe the grass is always greener on the other side with a different person. And she basically is starts at breakfast with her 2 brothers. And she gets on the subject about wanting a sister, and there's a sister who died before Alice was born, before Dan was born. She was a stillbirth, and she constantly thinks about Jasmine, this baby. And then, for some unbeknownst reason, when the postman arrives, she finds herself transported into a parallel universe, and Jasmine is there. And Jasmine's not what she expects. Jasmine's a lot more like Dan and a bit more kind of abrupt and not the pretty image of what she thought. And this keeps happening. She keeps ending up in these parallel universes where she's got different brothers, different siblings, no brothers at all, things like that. And even goes back in time at one point. And it's a very comical story, and it's very simple. That's basically it.
Well, it sounds like it has all sort of assets to it. A meaty old play. How are rehearsals going at the moment?
Very well, yeah. Lovely cast. Some who've been involved with Connections before. It's really nice because it's the Youth Arts Centre. It's not just people from the same school. We've got 4 different schools involved, from St Ninian's, Balcomine, Castle Rush and King Williams.
And how many youngsters roughly involved?
Currently, we've got, including the tech team who help with all the tech side, we've got about 20 people involved. So it's really great. We never turn anybody away from the Youth Arts Centre. That's kind of the motto: is if you want to be involved, you will be involved, whether it's on stage or if you want to be backstage. And that's really key. No one gets left out, and neither should they be with the arts. Everything should be available. So.
And Laith, when did you first get involved with the Youth Arts Centre?
Around September. When I'd come back from a summer holiday, and I'd been told about them, David's work, and I kind of I wanted some more because I'm trying to get into drama college, and I wanted some more experience in straight drama, and also to meet some new actors as well, because I'd been working with teams that I'd kind of known for a while. So I wanted to meet some new actors, and it's been really great. Yeah.
And what's your background in terms of acting? How much have you done before?
Not as much as I would have liked to. Yeah, that was my. I did. I'm doing a show with the DCU now.
Spam a lot.
Yeah.
In which tickets. Spam a lot.
Yeah. You're both trying to plug
both
that,
doing that, aren't you? So so you've done sort of musical, so more of a sort of straight play.
Yeah.
Is that more of a challenge for you? Do you think?
Because I consider myself more of a straight actor. Musical theatre is not really my forte. So it's weird, really, because I've done more musical theatre, but I'm trying to get into a straight acting course. So yeah, it was more difficult because you have just this focus on a character and realism. Although it's quite a surreal play. Not many people tend to go through these interdimensional shifts that often. But when you have that at the forefront instead of I'm singing, I'm dancing, it's more challenging. But it's a great experience for that.
I think that the nicest, the kind of part really is the creative side. Because these are brand new plays, there is nothing set. No one's seen it before, so nothing is set in stone. You don't have to, there doesn't have to be this and there doesn't have to be that. It's completely fresh and it can be whatever you want. And that's the nice thing, to be able to turn to to the young people and kind of go, because I'm old now. Turn to the young people
don't
and
say
go,
that.
what do you want to do? What do you think? And listen to those ideas. There's Alice, the young lady who's playing Alice, a young girl from St. Ninians. Absolutely stunning. I mean, she's 14, but the constantly is thinking creatively. It's so fantastic to see. None of them are sat there on the phones. They're all wanting to be involved, and it's just wonderful.